Clark. This is Boss Hogg Radio, home of Born to Ride Radio.
I was born to live, live to ride, ride to live. I was born to ride. American built, we forever unite, and that's the deal. I was born to ride.
This is Boss Hogg Radio, home of Born to Ride Radio.
Born to Ride is sponsored in part by Rubenstein Law, 1-800-FL-LEGAL, representing riders since 1988. Offices throughout Florida, 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
Everyone was right, I was born to ride.
Born to Ride is a multimedia marketing and promotional machine with TV, magazines, streaming radio, and internet advertising opportunities. There are tens of thousands of motorcycles. We reach the people who ride them. Born to Ride. Find out more at borntoride.com.
This is Boss Hogg Radio, home of Born to Ride Radio. You can join the motorcycle enthusiast conversation by calling 863-225-2000.
Welcome to another Thursday edition of Born to Ride Radio. I'm Fester Jenkins. We've got Mama Dukes in the studio. Skylar's
Hello.
here. Hello, Skylar. And, of course, Ron Galletti himself there.
Good to be here, man.
He's solo today.
Another show, another week, man. It's unbelievable. It goes by so fast. You know, life in general goes by fast, people. That's why we have to make the most of it every day. Create those relationships. Tell the people you love. Tell them that you love them. You know, make them be a part of your life. And, you know, make the most out of every day. Be positive and add value to people. That's what we try to do here at Boss Hogg Radio and The Ranch and Born to Ride. What do you think of that, Skylar?
I think that you should add a motivational speaker onto your roster of things that you do, because you said that and I was like, I'm pumped. I'm ready to do this show now. I'm excited. You know, I'm excited for all the things we're going to talk about. Let's do it.
Exactly. That's what Born to Ride is about, the people. Can I testify? No, it's about the people. You know, and that's why we're having fun today. You know, we got Mama Dukes in the studio and Fester Jenkins, the hardest working man in show business. And, you know, but that's what it takes to be a winner. That's what it takes to be leadership. And it breeds in us. I see this man working nonstop, you know.
Nonstop.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what it takes to win. Winners win, leaders lead, and losers lose. And we're not in that category. So we're ready to crank this show up. Matter of fact, we've got breaking news, man. I gotta, and Mama Dix is gonna help me on this one. But Gretchen Wilson, the big-time country star. Tell us who she is.
Redneck woman.
Woman.
She ain't a high-class broad?
Yes. Gretchen Wilson. Oh, my God, that's awesome.
I talked to the head of her fan club today, which is her mom, and she's living in Sarasota, and they want to come on board with Born to Ride and the Moto Fest and Boss Hogg, and they're going to be here. They want to set up a booth and sell her merchandise, and she's got a new record out. And we're going to talk to her next week right here on the show. She's calling in. She's going to give us her whole story. We're going to have awesome photos, images, and we can even play her music because you guys have a radio station.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
What do you think of that? That's breaking news, people?
It doesn't get better than that. Like I don't think. Well, maybe Kid Rock, but
Okay.
Gretchen Wilson. You know who she is? Now,
I
right?
do know. Once you said Redneck Woman, I was like,
She don't need
that's one of my
Victoria's
favorite
Secret.
songs.
Like, yeah,
That's one of my favorite songs.
And you know what? That wouldn't have happened if we didn't reach out in the proper places and someone, a fan of Born to Ride who knew her mom, who was a biker and a rider, said, you got to be a part of this. You got to reach out to Born to Ride and what they're doing with this rodeo. The Moto Fest is creating a buzz not only across Hillsborough County, not only across Florida, but it's creating a buzz across the southeast of America. It's unbelievable. The phone calls are coming in, and I'm almost afraid what we're going to create here, Mama Dukes.
Hey, first one, many more to come. Many more.
And
gonna
what,
be huge.
And what a great place to have it. We had Chris here today. I don't know if you saw him, but he was flying the drone. We're getting drone shots of the 32 acres here, on the Boss Hoss Hogg Complex Ranch, if you will. Man, it's really going to be awesome, and it's getting closer every day.
16
days away.
16 more
Is
days.
it only 16 days?
days and counting. Yep.
I got goosebumps right now. I got chills. I'm excited.
And Skylar, you've been at the FTW compound over there. I know you guys. I know you guys have a lot of secrets going on with builds and dynamics and design. Give us a little bit of what's going on and what we can look forward to from FTW.
So we've got a motor in the works right now that I'm actually really excited about. We've got this whole bike build in mind so basically Joe uses my design background and we design a bike together and then we figure out how exactly we're going to do it. What pieces do we need? What parts do we need? Okay, let's get all that. Let's fabricate what we can and, outsource the rest. And so I've got this awesome bike that I'm super excited for right now that we're working on currently that I nicknamed the Copperhead. He doesn't really nickname bikes, but I've decided that all of the bikes that I work on are all getting nicknames. I don't care if they're theme bikes. I don't care what they are. They all have nicknames so I can keep them sorted in my head because you can only do so many shovel heads before, you're like, the shovel head. Well, which one? Which shovel head? The shovel head. And you're like, okay, Copperhead, this one, that one, So all the bikes get names.
Well, the real question is, are they going to be ready for the show in 16 days?
If not, you're going to be building them.
in charge of that. So,
okay.
Definitely we're going to be wrenching on
Joe,
while
are
we're
you
there.
listening?
Joe's on his bike on the way over here, hopefully, if I got him in gear quickly enough. But no, so we're definitely going to be wrenching on some stuff while we're there if it's not already built. We are waiting on, we ordered this motor and it came in not as great of quality as we would have liked. And so we had to go send it to another shop and because we don't really do motors. And we had to go send it to another shop to get powder coated and stuff like that.
Speaking of motors, though, I just heard something roll up. I think it's Rob from Arnaud, so he'll be able to talk motors and rodeos.
Well, Ron, I have a question. You're always asking us, how does that make you feel? How does this make you feel that you've put this together? And I'm not that it's your first time. I mean,
Right.
25 years of it, but how do you got butterflies in your belly?
Bringing something back that's been missing from Florida for more than 30 years.
Well, it's about teamwork, and I can't take all the credit, of course, but you're only as good as the team that you have built around you. So I finally trusted a team enough to take this jump into this. And yeah, we're a publishing company. We publish magazines and we're media and we do TV shows, but our forte really isn't going out and creating events because we magnify other people's events. So, since we started the radio show here with you guys and the location, I mean, it's such an awesome place. We always said, we're going to do this, we're going to. And then finally we said, you know what? We got to do the Great American Biker Bash, but we're going to change it to the Great American Moto Fest. And this is the perfect place to do it. So, sometimes in life or business and, just in life in general, you just got to jump in and do it. But if you didn't have faith in the people around you, when I saw what you did for the Cannabis Fest, I said, okay, Mama Dukes has that that thing because she worked her butt off to make it happen. And I watch Fester here work his ass off, and just, he keeps the station going. He changes the integral parts. He's got 3 or 4 different stations. He's all over the place. But, and then to have Joe and Skylar supporting and believing, and then Rob's always wanted to do a rodeo. So he kept saying, man, we got it. I said, Rob, we're going to do this. And so now he was excited. So I work off other people's passion, other people's excitement. And, that's what it takes. You got to plan. And a lot of times it's like, wow, it's really coming. So we really got to figure this out. And it's important that I feel excited, but scared as hell, but totally excited at the same time. So, it's all good. It's all good. Every day is a different turn, another phone call, another person that wants to get involved. Speaking of getting involved, the rodeo, horsepower, motors, Rob from R&R Cycles just came in. I heard you come in on the bike. What are you riding today, Rob?
Customer's bike.
Oh, yeah? What is it? Well, you got to road test it.
Road test, exactly.
It's a fixed bike.
Yeah. It's a what?
It's fixed.
Oh, so you worked on it.
Yeah.
So you got to put miles on it. And, I really think that a shop should really put some miles on a bike before they turn it back to the customer. So many times they just take it around the block, give it to them, they go down the road and stuff starts falling off. Really, man. I mean, that's really good.
It takes about 10 miles at least.
Yeah.
Because whatever you do, 5 miles just start to warm up, and then if you give it back to them at 6 miles, that's going to screw up at 7 if you forgot something. So I always like to put some miles on it. And whenever I do a big job on a bike, I always like to wash it myself too, because you get to touch almost everything and see stuff.
Well, we went a little further.
Yeah.
When I've been part of one bike build, and when we did that, our road test for the bike build was 850 miles. It was to Key West and back.
And it made it back.
Yep.
Well, that was a good thing.
I had a tooth go bad on me. I had the engine on the table ready to fire up to take out to California, and I couldn't get my tooth pulled till Tuesday. So we left on Tuesday, got there on Friday night with an engine that we hadn't fired up yet. And we pulled out the number 2 engine on the circuit and to replace it with what I thought would be number 1 engine. And when we got to the rodeo, everybody said, "Well, did you break it in? Did you test it?" I said, "We got 6 minutes running time on it since we started it up in California." And he said, "You brought that engine all the way out here and installed it without firing it up?" And I said, "I wouldn't have drove out here if I didn't think it was going to run."
Now that's being confident in your craft, man.
Yeah, you have to be sometimes. We took and we won the championship that year.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, if we wouldn't have won that last race with Top Fuel, we would have ended up in second place.
Okay.
And the guy came out with a new engine, and he was beating us. So I told Gary, I said, we need to put fresh engine in there for the finals, and then we'll have it. And luckily, everything worked out. My wife and I drove, I think it was 3,200 miles just outside of Sonoma. We installed the engine on Friday night, and we fired it up once on the trailer on the way to town to have a heat cycle.
Jeez.
And I told Gary on Saturday, I said, whatever you do, you only have to qualify. You don't have to be number 1. He says, no, we're going to be number 1. And we had a real short field out there. I told him, I said, if you wreck this thing, we ain't going to get to race it tomorrow. So just qualify today, and you can try to blow it up tomorrow. And that was a good saying, because he would try.
That's pretty good strategy.
Yeah, you got to qualify. You got to qualify before you start spending the win money.
So is that the strategy that you're recommending for the MotoFest rodeo?
Well, the MotoFest is all about the fun.
It's all about the fun.
Yeah. It's not really about the money. There's no prize money.
Yeah.
If there was $1,000 on the line, you'd have a lot of mean people out here arguing. And I'm the boss that has to deal with them, so I know. When you're racing for money, you have to tune everything to the very edge. So there's more chances of you breaking your equipment. And a show like this, we're just going to run it through and have some nice, good pulls. Hopefully both my tracks will pull at least 12 times, 15 times, during the day. So that's almost 30 pulls just on them 2 bikes.
That's awesome. You weren't here, but we had a little bit of breaking news earlier. Country superstar Gretchen Wilson is going to be here at MotoFest. And they're going to set up a booth. They're going to sell merch. Do you know who she is?
Yeah!
Man, she's gonna be on the show right here Next week.
So we have to drink some Jack? Is that what it is?
Yeah, man. Whatever she says,
that's
we
her
got to
song?
do.
All jacked up.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's the theme
See,
song.
Rob does that, man. So she's going to be on the air with us next week.
Yeah.
She's going to be calling in.
That's cool, man.
We're going to have images of her. I talked to her mom, who's the head of her fan club.
Yeah.
And so that's breaking news, people. If you're listening, go get Mama from the kitchen. Get her to come out. You got to be here Saturday the 24th because Gretchen is even going to show up, and she'll be here for a couple hours. Her mom said she couldn't stay all day, but she's going to drag her down.
So is she going to sing a song or two?
I haven't gone that far yet, but we're going to work on it. We're going to work on it. Tommy Rocks, hell, those guys, or Randy Stevens. You never know.
I'm sure after a shot or two, she'll have to do one.
Well, you never know.
Even if she's just singing at her booth.
Yeah, that's all.
We'll just all gather around.
But you'll be able to buy her merchandise or maybe her new record,
fantastic.
T-shirts and everything. Her mom was really, really nice.
That's awesome.
Cool.
And it was from a biker who knew Born to Ride, reached out and said, "You got to be involved in this." And she was like, "Heck yeah." So we got that breaking news. Another breaking news story right now. Hot off the press. Hot off the press. Check this out. This is going to help out the rodeo. It's going to help out on the bike show. Metal Sport Wheels and V-Rubber Tire told me yesterday they're going to give away 5 sets of tires.
Sets.
5 sets of tires.
Wow.
So we'll have 5 to divvy up for the rodeo cowboys and some for the bike show. We'll figure out the formulas, but that's 5 right there.
That's cool.
And then Mid-USA has, I've been in talks with them, and they go, "What do you want, a front end? Do you want a Springer front end, or what do you want?" He's going to get back with us, so expect another nice gift from Mid-USA.
I'd suggest a couple of smaller items.
Yeah.
Because a front end's a really big item.
I know. He was like, "Well, do you need a couple of those?" They're really generous.
Yeah, I deal with Mid-USA all the time. That's
I'll have to give you my contact because they're really good guys, and they're committed to the industry. And this just proves it that companies like Mid-USA, you can see their ad in Born to Ride.
Yep.
You can see Metal Sport Wheels in Born to Ride. These are the people who want to give back to our industry.
Mid-USA sponsors some sled pullers also. I was the first one to talk to them about it, and they gave me some love. They threw me some parts and stuff like that. That was really what I wanted at first. But then they went ahead and helped a couple of the other riders that were Easy Riders. So they've been around a long time with the industry. And
it's for real company. And TC Brothers, which makes cool parts
I've been to their
accessories. Where in Ohio out there?
No, well, it's in Charlotte, I thought.
No, they're
in Charlotte.
Well, they have a big plant. They're Ohio boys. Eric knows those guys, but anyway, they sent a big box of stuff for giveaways, man. We've got a whole box of stuff from those guys.
I got some of their stuff when we were doing the Easy Rider Rodeo. They were the ones who supplied the parts for the Easy Rider replica bikes.
Yeah,
those guys really kicked in.
They're really old school.
So there's no cash prize, but there is a lot of goodies that we're going to be giving out as prizes.
Right. Cash, anybody can give out cash.
Anybody can give out cash, but you know what?
We're working on that too.
Tires.
I got some swap meet guys that'll buy those parts off you and at a very good price.
Cash is king,
so,
y'all.
Yeah.
We always need cash, and if you're out there listening, if you want to be a sponsor, we can take cash all day long. So we can magnify your products for sure. One other thing is the Budweiser's Great American Chopper Show. Fish from Alleyway Customs is giving us a hand-built custom award for the best of show. And that's going to be something really nice. Special. This guy is unbelievable.
He's a metallurgist, to say the least.
He really is.
Yeah, an artist.
Well, we're trying to give something that means something back to everybody as much as we can here.
I always say if it's hanging on the guy's wall at his house, you won.
Yeah, I mean, you can spend
even
cash.
If it's a shop towel, because I used to give out shop towels for people that played the games and stuff. And all it said is I was here and I played at R&R Cycles or whatever. But it's like you talk to some guys. I still got that shop towel in my house. So they love it. I talked to a leather guy about some belt buckles and stuff, leather belts and stuff like that. So that stuff still might be available.
Yeah, I need to talk to them. Also, what else was I going to say about that?
The prizes.
Yeah, the prizes.
We got stuff from Paco coming. Steve from Paco's got some stuff coming. Dave Nichols found a bunch of stuff from them. Got them.
Yeah,
guys on
Paco
board.
sent some old school tanks.
He's
and
going to be
also
sending some gas tanks. Yeah. Hopefully
Mondo from Denver's Choppers got some special stuff for us.
Yeah, them guys work together a lot on their project. So
I know what
it's
I was going to
real
say.
Nice to have them in.
We have some cool T-shirt designs, and I think we're just going to break out bad, and we're going to give shirts to a lot of the contestants that have the balls to get on these bikes and do the rodeo and have fun.
Yep.
So
And
they're going to get stuff too.
Yep, and then again, we're having a pavement rodeo and a dirt rodeo, so you don't have to get your bike out of the dirt to do slow race and the tennis ball games and stuff like that. The weenie bike, that's all going to be on the pavement, because I know a lot of guys don't want to play in the dirt, especially with their girlfriend standing on the back of the bike.
Well, guess what, guys? We've got a legend on the phone, and we got Donnie Huffman back here with us there.
This time he's calling to talk to you, Fester. Donnie!
You there?
Yeah,
He's calling it early today. What's up, Donnie?
Laugh, but I told Rob I wasn't going to call in, but now listen, seriously. You talked about you got a tire sponsor?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Now, I will mount those tires for these people.
We got a sponsor.
Free of charge.
That's awesome.
After August the 1st, I will mount these tires.
That's awesome,
That's
Donnie.
killer, Donnie. That's throwing in, man.
That's bro right there, bro.
That's at least $100 on a slow day. You know, for
Oh,
two
yeah.
tires.
Oh, yeah.
At
Oh,
least.
Yeah, because they're going to get certificates for the tires, so then they got to work that out to get them. I don't think they're going to send the tires themselves because you got to find out what sizes people do need.
Right.
But
Yeah.
So I can handle the tires. The only thing I do not balance, because I don't believe in balancing tires.
Well, who needs balancing?
Rob does.
Well, that's Joe about that. Well, Donnie, that's really nice of you to step up, man.
Here's the deal about balancing tires. If you run over 120 mile an hour and your tire bounces up and down the road, yes, you need a balance. But normal tires will not bounce under 120. With the new tires today, they will not.
Well, let's get on to the important stuff. Do you got a banner, a Huffman banner we can have hanging out here during the rodeo, or what?
Well, maybe I need to put one up there.
Well, that's the whole point. Don't you have the tent that says Huffman on it? Huffman at the races?
Is your dad coming too?
No, they're going to be out of town.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes, we're leaving Monday to go out of town, but if we get back, we get back. If not, oh well.
Where are you heading
That's
to?
what I'm saying.
Take
First
his
of
dad
August,
to the mountains.
Yeah, we were all in cheers the last time
Yep.
we called.
yes, it was.
Like, oh, man, ring the bell. But yeah, we'll get some
Aren't y'all
banners.
surprised? Aren't you surprised I'm not giving Ronnie and Rob both grief over the radio?
Wait till we get you live in the middle.
Y'all.
No, man, we want you to be a part of this from day one. I thought about you because no one could probably beat you in the barrel races or anything like that. But there's going to be another one. There's going to be a part 2, and they're putting a bounty on Donnie Huffman. I already heard people coming from all over the country to take on the bounty of Donnie Huffman.
We can set that up.
That's right, man. I'm telling you what.
No, with being serious and everything, with these tire sponsors coming on, if they need tire mounted, I will do it free of charge.
That's fantastic.
That's awesome.
They're all local guys. I mean, everybody that's going to win is going to win local.
Yes,
And,
yes.
And yeah, we'll get you some advertisements going for that.
And Rob, you know the address. You can plug this. So.
Okay.
And
So,
y'all
Donnie,
have a great evening.
what,
Y'all have a great evening.
I want to ask you one question,
Rob.
Donnie.
Yeah.
For someone sitting out there now listening or going to be listening when the show reruns all over the place, coming from you, how important is it for someone to support, to come out and be a part of this biker rodeo that we're doing here in Tampa Bay? Tell them.
I think they need to come out and support it. I mean, how long has it been since we've seen anything like this? Come on, people.
Yep,
That's
it's been a
right.
long time. Long time.
I mean,
27
yes,
time. Tell them, Donnie, 27 time national champ, Harley Davidson racer, privateer, kicking ass all over the earth. And I believe Donnie's the number one sportsman racer in the United States when it comes to Harley Davidson with the most championships.
Wow.
You know, and like Fester said, we have a legend on the phone. Donnie, we got a legend, man. We appreciate it. And we do respect you, brother. And I mean, it means a lot. It means a lot that you take the time to call in. You know, it really does, man.
I really do appreciate it. I mean, bottom of my heart, yes, I do. And
well, we're proud of you that you come from where we're from.
It means a lot to me.
Yeah,
we're proud of you because when you mention Donnie Huffman or just the Huffman name, they know it's very serious, you know. Yeah. And I mean, your dad is a legend, but he had a legend as a son. And you know, I've been going down the road with you, going about 80 or so. You just pulled up the front end and wheeling it for about 50 yards or more, you know, over train tracks and everything, man. So it's always a trip to be around you.
Ronnie?
Yo.
Ronnie is like Donnie who?
we ain't gonna use your middle name. I'll tell him off camera.
Yeah, my nickname is DFH. Okay, we're going to leave it right there. But
figure it out.
Well, you know...
I'm serious.
Craven...
We're going to do the tire tank for the tires. Bring them out here, and I'll do them for nothing.
We'll give them a coupon.
All right, brother.
That way they got something in their hand. So we give them a certificate with that also.
Yeah.
We appreciate it, Donnie. Thank you so much, man. We really appreciate that.
All right, buddy. All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Thank you.
Have a great evening.
All right, bye.
Thanks, Donnie.
Damn, we had a legend right there, Donnie Huffman.
The Huffman family, I mean, since 1956, I think it is, they've been in Lakeland. His dad has working, and he got the hold of the dealership in 71. And I remember you guys were doing a lot of stuff with them guys when they moved over to the interstate, just because it was all big and happening, and free hot dogs and hamburgers and all that stuff.
Yep, they were ahead of their time with being a real dealer. You know, now there's a lot of bean counters out there, but yeah, they're real dealers. There's only a few left, like Mr. Huffman and the family traditions.
When they buy the new dealerships, it's the name of the town instead of the name of the family. So if you ever run across somebody like Vreeland's Harley Davidson, that's still a family Harley Davidson, and he's one of the top nitro top fuel guys, and he also does a lot of the V-Rod stuff for people all over the United States.
Well, one thing before we go to break, we got a break coming up, and Joe the Welder's on his way. But speaking of the funny names and stuff, you know, Doug Brewer, which was Craven Moorhead, rest in peace, man. What a great guy he was.
Oh, yeah.
An excellent legend in his own right. But his middle name was Leslie. Oh, so it was Doug Leslie Brewer. So anytime he was like getting on my nerves, I go, Leslie? It just shut up. But he was just so fun to be around.
He bought a Bugs Bunny bike off of me.
Did he?
I had this jammer chopper with like a 12.
Well, hold on for that story. Let's go to a break. When we come back, Rob's going to tell the story of the bunny bike.
We'll be back with more of Born to Ride Radio.
Check out the all-new BornToRide.com with radio, TV, industry, adventure, events, magazine, social media, and much more. It's the all-new BornToRide.com.
Hi, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 1, get an attorney. When you or a loved one have been injured by another's negligence, an experienced attorney can make a huge difference. At Rubenstein Law, we will find all of the insurance, make sure your injuries are documented, and work to get you the best result. While each case is different, a well-known insurance company's own study showed people with a lawyer on average got more money. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
Find us on Facebook, Born to Ride TV and magazine, the ultimate multimedia biker experience.
You can join the motorcycle enthusiast conversation at 863-225-2000. Now, here's more of your hosts, Fester Jenkins and Mama Dukes on Born to Ride Radio.
Welcome back to another Thursday edition of the Born to Ride Radio. In the studio, we've got Rob from R&R Cycles, Ron Galletti himself, the legend when it comes to Born to Ride. Yep. I mean,
nasty Ronnie.
Yeah. Skylar's in the studio with us from FTW.
I was about to say, where am I from?
FTW.
That's the Unchained Angel over there, I think. So before we went to break, we were talking about Craven Moorhead, rest in peace, legend in Tampa Bay.
He did the offshore radio show, didn't he?
Yeah, what he did with Pirate Radio. He was a legend, man. He was even on the cover of the Wall Street Journal.
He would ride. He would float 8 miles out to get into international water and do a radio show.
No, he just did it. He did it out of his house. He had a 200-foot tower on the top of his house. The FCC busted his ass. They raided him and took everything, and they never gave it back. But they never charged him with anything either.
Well,
they never arrested him.
Well, the government has the good equipment now, don't they?
So anyway, we're talking about Doug Brewer. Rest in peace, brother. You're so missed, so loved. And I'll give everybody a little nugget. If you read Born to Ride magazine and you read the biker movie review, The Phantom is Craven Moorhead. So you're reading his words when you read the movie review, and it's eloquently done, man.
Yeah, it's not as normal.
His words just draw you in more and more. So if you're listening, or anybody in here, take a chance, grab the magazine and read some of these movie reviews. It's really gonna pull you in to make you want to go see the movie. But before we went to break, you're talking about Bugs Bunny bike. What's that about?
Well, my shop was on I-4, and right across the street from me was the big radio people that had all the equipment. And he was in the radio business, so he was always over there getting radio equipment like 2-3 times a week. And I had that chopper pushed out front. It was the jammer-type frame, probably 12 over front end with a great big gas tank, but it had Bugs Bunny painted on the gas tank. And when we bought the bike, till the time Craven bought it, everybody called it the Bugs Bunny bike. And he's seen that bike and walked across the parking lot and said, "How much you want for that bike?" And I said, $2,800. He said, "I'll take it." And I said, you want me to scratch off the Bugs Bunny, or are you going to do it? He said, "I want it just like it is." So we always joke that I sold Craven Moorhead the Bugs Bunny bike.
He was that kind of guy, man.
I'm upset that there weren't bunny ears on the handlebars.
Well,
that would have been great.
This was a long time ago. We didn't have much imagination. But I'm sure Craven never told nobody that story either, though.
That's like Big Daddy Rat from the Rat Soul Show said back in the day, a custom bike was someone that painted a mushroom on the gas tank or something like that, you know?
Yep.
We've got some classic interviews. But speaking of bunny ears, Skylar, what are you up to over there?
Why do I have the bunny ears?
Playboy Bunny, come on.
Are we having a fat guy contest still?
Oh my God, I am so excited.
I can't believe how much time you got off of that last time. It's like, there's a bunch of proud fat guys out there.
We're not calling it a fat guy contest. We're calling it a dad bod contest because that is the politically correct term, because obviously we're politically correct here.
But you're talking about fat guys, though, right?
But I'm talking about it doesn't even you don't even have to be fat. Just have a little bit of extra fluff, or you can be as big as you want or whatever else. But we're looking for the not ripped guys. We don't want, Magic Mike. We can't afford Magic Mike.
Right. It's like the biker contest where you have all the pro girls come in, and none of the biker girls win, but there's 12 gorgeous girls up there all competing for $1,000, and none of them will get on a motorcycle.
I basically wanted to do a wet t-shirt contest, but it's a family event, so we can't do a wet t-shirt contest. So I think it was David, who is on the Southern Symposium, gave me the idea. He's like, "Man, you should have a guys wet t-shirt contest." And I said, "We should make it a dad bod wet t-shirt contest."
It will be hot that day, so we'll have to. We still have some time to get that together.
And Ronnie's going to be in it, right?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not even.
Yeah.
I'm going to be too busy on the rodeo.
Yeah.
No, everybody's going to be in it. It's going to be great.
Yeah, you need to get with all them fat guys that you talk to say they'll do it. You need to get it on contract, because come play day, they're going to show up missing. It's like going to Sturgis. You got 90 guys that want to go with you, and when you leave, there's 6 of us.
Yeah.
One year we told us that if you're going to talk about going to Sturgis with us, you need to put a $100 deposit down. They said, "Why is that?" I said, "Because if you don't go, we're going to drink $100 worth of beer somewhere because of your dumbass. But if you go, we're going to drink it with you, not for you."
No, but I do have to, while I have a mic real quick, I do have to give a quick shout out to my family was in the FTW ad this month, and they will be coming to MotoFest and helping us out. So, of course, you can come say hi to my beautiful mother and my dad, who will be in the dad bod contest, and my amazing little brother, who actually helps us out at the shop occasionally. He's learning to wrench on bikes, too. He's 12 years old, and he's a brilliant kid.
That's
so.
Peyton, right?
That's Peyton.
That's right. You know, I was going to ask you, I think it's really awesome that your parents are part of what you're doing and getting involved, and your mom's got that cool Jeep, your dad's got a chopper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, and in the ad, everything just, it came out so natural. You know, I was there that day too. I just happened to roll up and you guys were out there having some fun. And I said, man, let me get a few shots. And, but you know, you look a lot like your mom.
I do.
You know, you guys look kind of close in age.
We say
Seriously.
we like to say that the printer ran out of ink because, you know, my mother is Puerto Rican and I look white as white can be. So we like to say that the printer ran out of ink because we look exactly the same. I'm just paler. But yeah, no, my mom, my parents are in their early 40s. Weirdly. They were young when they had us.
They were just busy.
Well, my dad likes to say I'm the product of a miniskirt, so...
a summer dress that cost many a man a lifetime.
Fester, you got anything on that?
Summer dresses, they're great. Thumbs up there.
Only when the wind blows.
Yep.
But no, that's true. The FTW ad, you can see... You can see you guys on that in the ad this month.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Rob, the magazine is power packed this month.
Man. Look at me smiling, man.
Yeah.
I went in there the first day. I was looking at the picture. And I thought, there's my shop, and everything. I threw the magazine down, and it was like a couple hours later. I started looking through it again. I said, "There's more of me,
dude. You've got some wrenches, man. You got all kinds of stuff in there."
That picture was perfect. I had everything set up because I was going from one engine to the next, and it was like
Christmas
just perfect.
in July, folks.
Oh, Joe made it. All right. What's up, Joe?
The summertime Grinch just walked in.
Awesome.
It's Joe the welder.
Oh, God.
Anyway, I want to throw it out there real quick that already we got some swap meet happening. Joe just wants to buy an engine off my buddy Rick, who's going to be here. And these two, I hooked them two guys up with a killer engine. So Joe's picking up an engine. Brian Miles will be here. He's got all kinds of stuff. And again, he's, you know, if you got some stuff you want to sell, Harley Davidson parts, automotive parts, bring it out because the swap meet's going to be killer. There's going to be quite a few people. We got them in a great place in the shade. So it'll be a great day for them guys, too. They'll be right by the band. They'll be able to see the rodeo all at the same time.
So they're coming out tonight?
No.
Awesome.
We made the deal tonight or yesterday. And thank you, Joe. And anyway, you know, Rick had the engine for sale, and he told me about it. So Joe found out about it, so I hooked the two together. So the swap meet stuff's already happened. It just, you know, it's just early. Because that was when I went out to the Webster swap meet. It was rained out both Saturday and Sunday.
Really? So
yeah, there wasn't 50 people there.
Yeah. Were there some people set up? Few people?
And they were all shutting down at 10:30 when I got there.
Really?
Yeah. It was just raining.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah.
So, and on the other side, before Joe gets to talk, we got Tampa Bay Race trike, the ugly trike. We got that squeezer, fresh squeeze, has got that running now. We went over the other day and helped him out with a couple of, you know, oil lines and push rod stuff. But the other night he got it fired up and he said it's running real good. So I'm going to go over there tonight. We're going to fine tune it, do the push rods. So Race trike is ready to go. Squeezer's going to be riding it. And we'll go from there. We need to throw in a quick shout out for Ed Crowder.
Yeah, I talked to Eddie today.
Custom, did you?
Yeah,
Good.
He's on the boat, but he can't come.
Yeah, that
He
sucks.
cannot come, man.
That sucks. Well, he started working on the bike and ran out of time. And so I was running out of time, too, with so much. So I got a hold of Squeezer. And the whole point was we wanted Squeezer to bring something out to race anyway because he's a hometown favorite. He's been around for 30 years.
Well, you know
Squeezer
what?
has.
We were out at Squeezer's shop. Eric was there and did a photo shoot Tuesday. And Squeezer's on the show Sunday night from his shop, getting that thing cranking.
Yeah.
So he did a little bit of talk about 2 or 3 minutes on Born to Ride TV Sunday nights at 11 on Grade 38.
It's
going to be this Sunday night.
Tampa Bay Race.
And Rob, I think you're on there again too.
Good.
Talking about the Moto Fest.
I'm excited. You know, we haven't talked about Mason and his mini bikes yet. He'll be there too. These are some bigger than normal mini bikes. They're not the little small ones you're used to seeing. But we're going to have them guys running almost all day long. So no matter what time you get here, within a half hour, they'll be out there running again because they want to put some miles on these bikes.
They're pretty serious about it too. They're real serious guys.
Man, I want to get a mini bike so bad. Just ride around all the different events we do on a mini bike.
I thought you wanted a knucklehead.
I do want a knucklehead, but you know what? My knucklehead's getting put on pause
The
right
one that
now.
falls down the most at the rodeo will be your knucklehead.
Aw, thank you.
find them. They're out there.
And Joe was giving gifts today, and he just gave me this cool,
summertime.
this cool patch, and this is what it says: "A friend will help you move. A brother will help you move a body." Wow, that's pretty serious, isn't it, Rob?
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is.
Damn.
Because I can't remember anything.
I know nothing, Your Honor. I know nothing.
Sergeant Schultz, I see nothing. So anyway, what else about the rodeo? I just talked to a man, Gene Hall. He's out of Orlando area. He's got a sled pulling machine that we're going to be renting from him, and he's going to bring out some mini rods. They might not be able to pull because of the track. We don't have a professional track. We got Florida dirt, not Georgia clay. And but they'll be here out here anyway, so you can check them out. Some V8 mini rods, some stuff like that. We'll have some garden tractors. But the sled has got wheels on the front, so he can drive the sled forward and backwards. But the problem with the other sled I tried to rent was it's too heavy, and the bikes wouldn't get a chance to get rolling. So with this sled, he can put the wheels down, and they can actually pull fairly easy to get started. And we're gonna put it on a timer to where within 10 seconds or 15 seconds, whatever it takes, the wheel will be down on the ground all the way, so everybody will have the same pull. But you guys with a street bike, we guaranteeing you're going to get down the track at least. We'll have some weight for you. We'll have some strap on for the hitch. So all you got to do is be willing to pull, and we'll line you up and sign you up and send you down the road.
Well, you know who I talked to yesterday?
Who's that?
Roscoe himself.
Oh,
really?
Roscoe said, Ronnie. Ronnie.
What are you doing,
I said, brother, yes, sir, Roscoe, what's happening? Yeah, I want to make sure you got that right, where we're going to do the drags. I said, oh, yes, sir, we got it down right. Birdman Mike was here last week talking about it, so they're excited. We're going to try to get them in the studio maybe even next week to give us an update on the outhouse drags. Fester, we're bringing the outhouse drags to Boss House Ranch. What do you think of that?
That's a classic that, it's really, I mean, you talk about the things that y'all have put together here for this event. I mean, there's going to be a little something for everyone. Absolutely. No doubt about it.
Well, here's something some of the fat guys might need. And since we're talking about Roscoe, how about some chili cookers? We can set up a contest out the back.
We don't want to infringe on his chili.
Yeah, we will.
It's bad enough we're taking his outhouse track.
But we're going to make it.
This is halfway to Roscoe's. That's kind of what I was thinking. That said, for me to get him to agree, I said, I got an idea. I said, why don't we do this and say it's halfway to Roscoe's Chili Challenge and get everybody fired up.
Yeah.
And, they were like, heck yeah, we want to be a part of this because this is their community. Yeah. I mean, Roscoe's Chili Challenge is just right up the road within a couple of miles.
15 miles.
Yep, 10, 12, 15 miles.
Yeah, I don't even
beautiful
think it's that far.
I take it on Thursday.
And that's the best biker party ever. So we can only hope that MotoFest is just gets a good thing.
Yeah.
But having Roscoe a part of it and Dave, his son Dave, these guys they're hard-working people.
Oh, they've been around forever. I think it's 32 years.
Now, will they be here during MotoFest?
Yeah, they're doing the outhouse drag, so we're going to be able to do the Roscoe's famous outhouse drag.
Roscoe will be here.
Yeah, and they do two at a time, so it is a drag race. Not like we're going to be sled pulling one at a time. So
and they're going to help get a crew to help do that part of it.
Yeah, we'll have everything ready for them. I'll stop by and talk to Roscoe before next week. And with Roscoe, if you're listening, if you need to ride in here, I can bring the truck.
Yeah, well,
because I drive right by there.
Well, they're going to set it up to get the outhouses here and have a crew to be able to hook them up and move them back and forth.
Yeah,
yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Well, so we got Roscoe.
All right, go.
Roscoe, I also got another offer for you. For being so hospitable, if you want. I met you a couple years ago with the Crowder Boys, and you're a pretty good guy. You're a real good biker. You're true. And if you want to put your chopper out here on display, I'll pick it up in a trailer. You can ride with me over here, so you know it's safe. Or you can get on your scooter and ride, and I'll ride with you. It'd be an honor.
Yeah, Roscoe used to do the Roscoe's drags, too. Remember the Lakeland drag strip?
Oh, yeah, that's where I met Roscoe back in 1984.
We love drag race.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a drag racer for a long time, and then quit drag racing, and then started doing sled pulling. And a lot of people don't, they didn't know I was a drag racer for a long time. So I think that's always kind of cool because when I go to the drag strip, I know all these guys. It's like, I didn't know you knew him. It's like, well, we never asked.
Well, that drag racer lingo pretty good too, man. The displacement and the power.
Oh my God.
Air in, air out. All that stuff.
I was at the Don Garlits Museum a couple months ago, and I'm walking through, and I got a crowd of people standing there, and I'm talking with them. And we walk up to the front, and the girl says, "How long have you been working here?" And I told her that I'm the new guide boss. I just started. But I love that stuff. I mean, it's fantastic.
Well, that's what's so cool about it. Earlier, Mama Dukes asked, how I'm feeling about this thing. And I said it's about team. It's about people coming together and having people you can trust and rely and count on. And it is about a team, and it wouldn't happen without a team. So everybody has an integral part, to play to make this all work. And about the time that checkered flag starts dropping, we really got to be on point. And that's where we're going, right?
In the movie cartoons, when he's all bummed out and he sees his buddies there as his pit crew, and it changes the whole attitude. Talking about the movie cartoons? Cars. Cars.
Oh, Cars.
Okay.
I was wondering what you're talking
He
about.
was winning, and all his friends came to help him when he was down in his left.
You got it.
It's a great story. It's my story. It's our story.
It is. It's a success story.
At one point or another.
Yep.
Joe, I can't hear because you ain't
I
talking
know.
into the
I'm
mic.
hollering across the room. I'm not used to this fancy technology.
You come in here like Clint Eastwood with the leather jackets on and
I
stuff
had to bring all my pockets.
Yeah, giving gifts.
Now, Joe, we were talking about this earlier this afternoon. We're supposed to have one of our engineers, our studio engineers, in here tomorrow. And while he's here, I'm going to talk to him about getting one of our remote headsets that has the microphone for you. So that we can,
I'll take the headgear when I was a kid in braces. No. I'll talk into the mic. I'll be good. I really will. Please don't punish me. Just be
Ask him about his bike. He wasn't here earlier.
Yes. I mean, are we going to have? Skylar was telling us, giving us teasers as far as bikes there.
That's all I'm giving you is teasers.
Oh, okay.
The whole barn and around it will be full. Some cool choppers. Some that are people go, that's old school. But I'll tell you what, I'll put one of my old school choppers up against anything on the street. My stuff don't fall apart as fast. It begins at 100, kids.
Well, that one you rode up on this afternoon sounded good.
I haven't
there.
got out of third gear on that bike yet. It's my maiden voyage. Third gear, I'm doing 95 on the highway. Still have
he's riding an M8. That's a whole different kind of engine.
That's a big M8, too.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Oh, yes.
And if you're in law enforcement,
Well,
we did not do 95 on the interstate. We did a cool 60
And I'm
all
on,
the way.
And I'm on a
75.
customer's bike, so we'll go nice and slow when I leave.
There you go.
I do respect my customers.
You got to stress test it a little bit, though.
No. I always tell them I'll put the first 100 miles on and you can screw it up from there.
That's right.
And it takes 2,200 miles to break in a tight engine, so don't forget that.
Yeah, but you got to ride it like you stole it, too.
No,
Maybe in it, don't do nothing.
If you want an engine that loose, we only got to take them apart. All you got to do is install them.
I don't want it that loose.
We want them.
Right.
Yeah, I'm on the tight side.
I like that. That's good.
I got so many jokes for that.
I follow you on Facebook, and that's a fact. That's a fact. Sometimes it reads like, what?
Skylar, what is your page for all those followers who aren't following you yet?
On my page or
Yeah,
FTW Customs?
Well, your personal page.
My personal page.
everybody's
Oh,
got
dear
it.
God.
It's out there.
The phone lines, the
You
emails.
can send me a friend request
text.
at Skylar Calico on Facebook. It's
Spell that.
SKYLAR space CALICO.
See, that's one of those kind of tricky words there.
It's like .com.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's
Skylar.
harder. Skylar with an A.
Yeah.
And then the slash thing or space.
No, it's just space. It's a name. It's Skylar Calico. Yeah, but I do post some questionable memes occasionally. According to Rob, they're questionable. I think they're kosher.
They're hilarious. It's like, it's like, I don't know what to say. You'll have to check her out yourself.
I've been very industrious today, so I'm still amped up, and I'm going back to do more work because I got to get these bikes done. But I want to ask your permission on the air, boss.
Uh-oh.
Is it okay if we build a couple custom front ends or a couple parts with a forge and an anvil and like that and get it all cleaned up and everything? I'll bring my own electricity, my own gas. I'll have all my own stuff. I'll check it with the fire department. Would that be okay?
For the MotoFest? Yeah. And do it during the day?
In between races, yeah. I'm racing. I got to race.
Of course, man.
Hell yeah. When it comes to that.
Joe, I don't know if you heard, but we had breaking news earlier. Metal Sport Wheels and V-Rubber Tires giving away 5 sets of tires for MotoFest.
As he's looking at his.
Is that cool?
I need an 18 240.
And it's going to be gift certificates, so then you can tell them what whoever wins needs.
And I want it filled with nitrogen.
But 5 sets of tires, they're stepping up, man. That's got to be over $1,000 worth of tires.
Oh yeah.
And then Donnie Huffman, the legendary race god himself, has proclaimed that he will mount them for free for anybody who wins them. How cool is that?
That's
from
cool,
Donnie
man.
Huffman.
And he gets a great tip. That's good, man.
Yeah.
And repeat business. It's good to be nice to your customers and appreciate.
Yeah.
Because that's who pays your bills is the long run.
But
a lot
Donnie
of people
really doesn't
don't
even
get
have to
that.
have a shop. He just kind of lays back and has fun with it, right, Rob?
Yeah.
No, it's not that easy.
I mean,
he's
he
got
does-
stuff to do.
I know, but I mean, he's not like shop open for
we're
business.
No. We like to get up at 10 o'clock, maybe a little later. And I'm real happy to talk to after 12 o'clock on any day.
Yeah.
You know, but I like to work late. Donnie works till 8 or 9 and he's done. But he's got stuff to do every day. It takes quite a bit to go racing.
Yeah, but that's really stepping up and very nice of him to do that.
I wouldn't have thought that at all, especially because he wasn't going to be here. So I'll represent Huffman also for the advertisement.
And it just proves that he wants to be a part of it. He
Hell
can't
yeah.
help he's not
Well,
going
he
to be
does.
here, but he'll be here in spirit now more than ever.
Yeah, well, Jamie's still
Well,
in
you
town.
can't blame him. I mean, he's going to take his old man. You know, I mean, the old man's getting up in 80 years, and
When we talked
otherwise,
about it 2 weeks ago, Donnie said, you know, I don't know how many times I can take Dad on a ride like this, and he had all of us almost in tears, you know, because we all love our father.
absolutely.
We all went into that
yeah.
dad mode, like, you know, like Gomer Pyle.
Yeah, I remember riding with him. Yeah, to me he was so wonderful. But you know what? I've seen Don Huffman in a group ride on a Buell up front, leading the pack.
I couldn't believe it the first time I rode with him. It's like, that sucker's hauling ass. And here's the great news. He bought a trike a while back, and he doesn't like it at all.
He's got the electric bike, too.
Well, yeah, his dad rode that a bunch, and then Donnie took it out and raced it. And that bike, the Huffman bike, holds the world's record right now for the fastest electric Harley-Davidson. And it wasn't a big deal until Harley-Davidson put Angel Sampé on the bike and said, oh, the record is 11:37. Well, Donnie found a girl rider, Mrs. Rawlings, and she only weighed 105 pounds. So she went at 10:97 on the same bike. Wow. And they're all computer operated. So the only way to go faster is put a skinnier person on it. So,
they go as fast as
so the Huffman electric bike is the world record holder right now.
That's awesome, man. Right here in our own backyard.
Yep.
And next week,
in our own backyard.
Next week, Gretchen Wilson, the famous country singer, is going to be calling in and being a part of the show.
Yep.
That was breaking news earlier in the night. I had to
I
repeat
wish
that.
she would come in person. That would be nice.
Well, she's going to be at MotoFest.
I love her.
She's coming to MotoFest.
I'm going to cry in my beer and everything.
How big is that, man?
That's huge. That is huge.
Is the boss going to like that? Boss Hogg himself? Is that going to make him smile?
Now, the boss, to be honest, you know, he's going to sit there and say, Gretchen who? You know, I mean, you know, but.
He likes that old country.
So do I.
As soon as, you know, if you don't know the name, as soon as you sing the song, you do.
But he likes doo-wop and all that other stuff, too, man. He's a man of music.
Well, he's got a taste that's wide, but I would have to say that it probably skews towards the pop and the doo-wop and stuff like that. You know, the country, he's just not a big fan of the country from that standpoint, but that's huge. Gretchen Wilson,
yeah. One thing I wanted to ask you, Fester, give a plug to your morning show, because I was listening to it the other morning. It's really good. It keeps you going, but what are the guys on there? You got the cracked egg, or who are they? Tell that story.
Okay, well, I'm the cracked egg. Tater Hayes is the deviled egg. Okay. And Jenny James is the golden egg. Ron, almost funny Ron, is the The goose egg. Yeah. Okay. The goose egg.
From the back room.
And of
Right,
course,
boss.
the boss is the rotten egg.
I mean, that's why
that, boss. That's hilarious.
That's why this station won #1 because it's got originality, man. And you know, it's really you start listening, all of a sudden 3 hours go by, or however long it is. Next thing you know, they're off the air, and you're going, "Damn, I want some more." It's pretty funny stuff.
It is. I love it.
You got to get used to the humor, man. But you get used to it. Next thing you know, they're playing music, they're asking questions. I tell you, Tater, you know, he's got such a great voice too, but the personalities come out in you guys every morning. And how do you do that every morning? Get up and do that. What does that take?
Well, I mean, for Tater, it takes about 5 or 6 cups of coffee, you know, and he's always amazed. I'm most of the time I'll wake up before the alarm goes off. I've always been a morning person.
Wait, what time?
About 4:30 or so.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
Were you in the military?
Nope.
Wow.
Never military, but
I feel bad when I wake up at 6.
I shut the light. I used to shut the light off at my shop at 6:30 in the morning because I didn't want guys that were going to work stop in and visit me.
You know,
I'm trying to get shit done. Yeah.
And that's true. It's too hot and people want to stop and
Oh
talk.
yeah. During the day, it's miserable working in the shop.
Yeah.
Come 9 o'clock tonight, it's gonna be great. It's
Lately,
10
I've been
degrees.
waking up about 7:55 because at 8 o'clock, Leave It to Beaver comes on. I swear to God, if you watch Leave It to Beaver, it'll make you a better person.
Yeah,
man, Ward Cleaver.
Beaver last night.
And Ward and June are just the ultimate parents, and they're always teaching something, and you can learn something, and it always has a happy ending. And you know they get in all kinds of stuff.
Wally got pulled over on his minibike. I mean, his go-kart. Remember that issue?
Oh, yeah.
Show? Yeah.
I like when
did
they're
it all.
older. Right now they're back to the younger days.
young stuff.
You know, but I love it when
TV.
they got older and they're dancing, dating. It's just so cool because it brings you back to reality of being a real father and a real person, and how life has changed for so many people. And
Well, Larry Mondello taught me that if you eat your dessert first, it don't matter what you got for lunch because you already had dessert.
yeah, and Eddie Haskell. I mean, the writers of this show is unbelievable. You talk about a heel. Oh my God, he is incredible. But Eddie Haskell, I mean, that's like Milton Drysdale. He's like Milton Drysdale in the Beverly Hillbillies, or Sergeant Carter. 3 of the best heels. And when I was in pro wrestling as a bad guy manager, the Nasty organization, I used to watch those guys all the time because they're such heels. They're just such heels, man. I hate that. I love that because they're always trying to spin something, you know. But man, I enjoy it. So Leave It to Beaver. You gotta love
great.
it.
8 o'clock, 7:55.
That's right, man. If I get up late, I'm like, damn, I missed it.
About an hour of Andy Griffin every day, man. That'll put you back in the reality.
Oh, yeah.
Just Honest Pipe's got to get his bullet out of his pocket to shoot his toe off.
Yeah. I'm telling you what.
And they had three different Harleys on that show too during the.
Barney's the best actor in the world on that. If you really, him and Jackie Gleason too, man, unbelievable. But we got to go. It's the end of the show. Let's everybody plug MotoFest one more time. Skylar, what do you have to say for MotoFest?
July 24th. That is the day you need to remember at the Boss Hogg Ranch. We're going to be hosting MotoFest. It is going to be amazing. There's going to be cars. There's going to be bikes. There's going to be some pretty girls, I've been told. So you need to be here. You need to bring your family, bring your friends, tell everybody about it. MotoFest.
Rob, what do you got, man? MotoFest is coming.
The Kickstart contest. Everybody remember, we got a Kickstart contest. If your motorcycle starts with a Kickstarter, we're going to have a hell of a trophy for you. R&R Cycles is sponsoring that event. It's how many times you can get your bike started in 60 seconds, but the rest of the day is going to be incredible.
Be stretching that right leg.
The Sportster foot.
And Joe, we want to thank you for the gifts, for being here in the studio today.
Thank you for putting up with me.
Yeah, man. Fester, any last words?
July 24th. If you like anything that's got to do with wheels and motors, it will be happening here at the Boss Hogg Ranch.
We're going to shove it all into one day. That's the crazy part.
Dave Nichols, you got it? Oh, he's not here tonight.
A shout out to Paco and Mondo for
That's
Dave
right.
Nichols.
Next
the
week,
top father, man.
Gretchen Wilson will be with us.
Thanks, Dave.
We're guaranteed from her mother, superstar country star, coming up next week. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Born to Ride.
You've been listening to the Born to Ride Radio on the Boss Hogg Radio Network. As we end the show each and every Thursday evening, be safe. Think motorcycles.
Think motorcycles.
Keep it in between the ditches.
Rubenstein
and we'll
Law.
see you next week. Rubenstein Law. Absolutely.
Thanks, people. Great show.
If
Glad to be here.
Instagram is your thing, we're there. We're everywhere. Follow us at #Born to Ride Motorcycle Media, your #1 motorcycle resource.
Yeah, I have to say, Born to Ride has been a big influence on my trailer sales in the last 2 or 3 months. It's been nothing but a big surprise. I mean, the magazine articles, everything in the commercials, it's been nothing but the best of help to me in my business.
Is your business becoming invisible? Create a great advertising relationship today with Born to Ride. Call 888-795-5779.
This is the Boss Hogg Radio Network. 1170 AM WKFL Bushnell. 1330 AM WWAB Lakeland Plant City. 1360 AM WHNR Cypress Gardens Winter Haven. And 1390 AM and 107.5 FM WAVP and W298BU FM.